Oh, yeah.
We thank thee each morning for a newborn day.
Good evening.
Where we may work with thee.
Good evening, friends. It's Mary Boye tonight once again.
We thank thee for the sunshine.
How was service at church today? Hope you had a nice time in today's service. If you went to church, how was it? How are you doing? Tomorrow walks starts. Hope you're ready. Before you go to bed tonight, I want us to quickly have a brief moment together. Very brief moment together. Once again, good evening. Just as posted, we'll be talking about briefly, we'll be addressing a question. And the question is all about whether someone could meet somebody on the Facebook platform and Facebook or any other social media platform, and you could get married to that person, or you could get serious with that person. Also, we'll talk about communication in your relationship. So that is what I want us to briefly discuss tonight before you go to bed. You need a long hour of sleep so that you get refreshed by the time you resume work tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a very brief broadcast. So thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Please, if you can hear me and the sound is okay, kindly let me know. God bless you. Yeah, I can see people joining already. Yeah, thank you. Oluwabumi Ogumbajo is saying, I'm glad you have to discuss these topics. Yes, it's a very, very, very important topic that we can't ignore when we are trying to make sure that we get things right as far as our marital relationships, romantic relationships are concerned. So we have to talk about them. So thank you for joining me tonight. God bless you. Amaka, thank you for joining. Oh, Shegu James, bless you. Princess Olua Sheyifumi, thank you for joining. God bless you, everyone. Thank you for being part of tonight. Just like I told you, I'll personally advise you to have a very long hour of sleep so that you get refreshed by the time you resume work on Monday morning. That is tomorrow. So you're welcome on board. Now let's talk about meeting someone on the social media platform and getting serious with this person in a romantic relationship. And in fact, you're beginning to contemplate whether you're going to marry this person or not. So that is our first thing to discuss tonight. So God bless you. So let's go straight to these points. The numbers to call, as I usually say, is there are two serial numbers, 0809 2222 164, and the second one is 0809 2222 165. So you can just get in touch anytime you need to ask a question. And remember, you don't have to disclose your identity, okay? So that you can be free to ask whatever question you need to ask. Please feel free to ask your questions. It helps other people too in your shoes, okay? And during the process of trying to attend to your questions, other matters are also addressed, and it will help someone somewhere, okay? So feel free to get in touch by calling in tonight. God bless you. Now let's go straight to the point. It's going to be a very brief broadcast hour, so I said it earlier. God bless you. Now let's go straight to the point. Is it possible for you to meet someone on the internet? So let me use the bigger umbrella term. On the internet, and you want to get serious with him or her in a relationship, and a relationship that is possibly going to lead into marriage. Now, this is my opinion concerning that. Now, when it comes to meeting someone behind your system, someone you do not meet, the way Facebook works is that I put my profile picture, just as you can see my profile picture on my page and also on my profile. That is me. That is just me you're saying there. But not everybody will put their real pictures there on at the profile picture. At times you may even get so talking with this person at the other side. Okay, please, I want you to call him or her a stranger, because someone you have not actually known is a stranger to you, someone you have not actually seen. Now, discussing for hours doesn't mean you have known this person. Take note of all this. Discussing for hours, chatting, pinging, doesn't mean you have known him or her a lot. Because I'm only going to give, if I'm the person on the other side, I'm only going to give you what you probably want to know about me. What about the things you do not know about me? Because of inaccessibility, because of proximity, we are not together. Probably this person is somewhere abroad and you're somewhere, in your own country, and you begin to communicate, and you may want to ask what actually got this person attracted to you. It may be this person, has been following up a particular show or a particular post, and your comment there might get this person attracted to you, or your profile picture might get this person attracted to you. And now, as a result of that, this person says, the way this lady is responding to this post, she must be an intelligent person. I wish to know her more than this. Now, I do not condemn anyone when you develop a friendship on the social media platform. Now, the people that know nothing about God, those people that actually built these platforms, such as the Facebook, they only advise you to send a friend request to someone you have known before, not a stranger. Are you getting it? That is exactly how to do it. If you are also connected, if you have an account with LinkedIn is like a professional social media account where professionals get connected for jobs, for contract and other stuff. Now, you can't if you have a free account with LinkedIn, fine, you might want to get connected to one or two people and other stuff. But the moment you begin to leave the realm of the free account and you begin to go premium to the one you pay for, all right, you can't just send a request to anyone just anyhow. You will be questioned whether you actually know this person or not. So these are just the basic things about friendship or about life. Okay, so do you know this person? Now, you do not know this person because of the connection. Somehow, a friend to your friend, this person shares your post, shares that post, likes this, and the networking continues like that, and you were able to meet and you start discussing. I won't discourage you to start discussing. Sincerely, a good friendship can start from that platform. But immediately it crosses your mind that let it be a love affair that will lead into marriage. Now, sit up and listen to this. You do not know him or her. Accept that, number one. No matter what, no matter the details, he or she must have given you to any level. Some of you will say, he has told me a lot of things about himself and I like him. He has told me a lot of things about herself. These are the things this person has told you. If this person is not sincere enough, you can't work on those information. Don't try to work on the information that you just hear just like that. There is need for you to take it beyond hearing and confirm, meet one-on-one. When you meet one-on-one, I don't discourage you, okay? But you need to meet. And when you are meeting, don't meet in a secluded place, because you are meeting this stranger for the first time. Unlike someone that is like a nephew to somebody is like a family friend, and this person can testify to you that this is of course this is my brother, of course this is my sister, and these are the people and they know this person. Fine, you may remove him from the list of being a stranger, but this is someone you have just met on the social media platform, and you've been talking for years. It doesn't still justify that you know him. So if you are going to meet each other, never meet in a secluded place. Pick your appointment in a place that is very open. Don't let it be in the night. Okay, let it be where we have heavy human traffic. If you are meeting for the first time, and I advise you, don't be careless. Don't go on a ride with this person just like that. You have to be security conscious. We have people that are falling victim of so many disasters as a result of being careless about handling relationship with people they just meet on the internet. So getting married to someone you meet on the internet is something very sensitive. This person is a stranger. You've got to know each other more than what you chat and discuss together, including the phone calls. Okay, so it has to be beyond that. Now, as from this moment, begin to see a marital relationship as something very vital and important. Something you cannot just handle the way you like. Something you cannot just sleep and wake up and you meet somebody, the internet, and say, okay, he's nice, I can marry him. Marriage is not like that. Remember, you'll be spending the rest of your life with this person, and somebody you are going to spend the rest of your life with. You have to make life comfortable for yourself. It's a choice. It's a matter of choice. Somebody may tell you that, no, don't go ahead to do that. And you may insist that I'm an adult, I can do it anyway. Sure, you can do it. But remember, whatever result that comes out of the decision you're adamant in taking, despite the counselings, okay, everything, the outcome is on you, not on the other people trying to counsel to help you. So that is seriously my opinion. Please don't say yes to a proposal to someone you have not met physically. Don't say yes to such proposals. Never you be committed to such. Don't say yes before you meet. Know this person first. And I said earlier, take note, anywhere you will be meeting, never let it be a secluded place where only two of you, will be. And be very careful. Be very careful. I'm not saying you should allow fear or should be, suspicious and all those things. But the bottom line is that when you're dealing with a stranger is actually a stranger. No matter the level of trust you have been able to dish out to this person, okay, based on your discussion. Trust shouldn't naturally develop based on the information the other person is giving you. Trust should be developed based on what you experience from that person. So if you just suddenly dish out 100% level of trust for this person you have not even met, but you base your trust on everything he's dishing out to you. So you are endangering yourself. Sincerely, you are endangering yourself. I know it's not everybody on the internet that is bad, but my point is that don't get involved with a stranger. Once it's a marital relationship, it can be very dangerous. It can be very deadly. So you may want to ask, so can I still marry someone I met on the internet? I've already given you the steps to take. Okay. You can't just go ahead to say you want to marry. Don't marry a stranger. Somebody you meet over the internet is a stranger. Okay, it's a stranger. Now you may want to also ask, what if we start friendship and we develop the relationship? Oh, fantastic. But make sure whatever will make you to turn this person to be a stranger is removed. Don't deal with him alone. Okay, who is he? Where are his family members? Where is he working? Where are his friends? Where is he connected to? So if you are in a relationship where, I said it maybe like 2 days ago or yesterday, if you're in a relationship where it's only you and this person, and that is all you tell your friends or your siblings is that, yeah, you are engaged, you are with someone. Who is this person, for Christ's sake? Are you getting it? Who are his people? Where is he coming from? You have met, fine. Okay. You said some people will say after meeting him or her, my heart trusts him. Come on, where is that heart coming from? What is powering the heart that is trusting him? At times we can be so carried away because of the information that we've gotten, previously. So be very, very careful. Don't you ever decide to marry or start a romantic relationship with somebody you meet over the internet without knowing who he is, without meeting him, knowing his siblings, knowing his families and others. And don't be so careless to just rush him to your family. You don't do that. Normally know who this person is because you met over the internet. It's unlike somebody that introduced another person to you thinking that, oh, your relationship can work. This person that is introducing is not a stranger, so you have somebody to fall back onto. Unlike the internet, you're not going to tell Google, oh, this guy duped me, this guy raped me. Okay, Google is not going to have anything to do with that. Facebook is not going to have anything to do with that. So everything is in your hand. Be mature enough to be very, very careful about dealing with someone that you meet on the internet. I know there are dating sites. There are even some sites that will say there are Christian dating sites. My opinion about that, I know I will create time to still talk about the dating sites. What the dating site does is to connect you with someone. It's like a platform where singles mingle in order to make up their mind. So probably nobody is coming to you and say, okay, I want to look for a wife. and the guy gets connected, downloads the app, and then begins to search someone that matches him. Now, what you're choosing someone, you're searching for someone that matches your taste, okay, by looking at the profiles of the other person. Marriage is beyond that. I don't believe machines can, match, do a good matchmaking for you. God should help you to do that. All right. So I personally do not support dating sites. I must be very sincere with you. But people, it's like the last resort of people. So many people have gotten their hearts, broken. I know that even those that are not connected to you on the dating sites, fine, they still break people's hearts. All you just have to do is to be sensitive enough. Don't get committed to a relationship that doesn't have a foundation. Okay, when you get unnecessarily committed to something that doesn't have a strong foundation, at the end of the day, by the time the seed you think has been growing begins to wither because there is no root, there is no good foundation for it. Now it turns back to break your heart. So be very careful. I don't mind if you have any question related to my own opinion concerning that question. So let me see if there are comments. Okay, I can see someone who posted a crying smiley. Why did they do that? Buki follow kun Adebimpe. What happened? Why did you post that? That caught my attention seriously. All right. So if there are questions as related to the way I have attended to this question, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to attend to it. Meanwhile, let me quickly see your your reactions here. All right. Okay. There are no major reactions here. So I strongly believe you got my point clearly. Okay. Dating sites, meeting someone over the internet for a marital relationship can be dangerous if you isolate yourself into it, because you'll be dealing with a stranger, so that you don't get yourself injured emotionally, even physically. Please, I'm speaking from the wealth of experiences I've gathered over from my researches on what happens to people that get committed just like that. So I've given you some of the tips. I hope that helps. Let me quickly go to the other thing we'll be talking about tonight, so that I can quickly release you to go prepare for work tomorrow. Communication. Communication is so vital. It's so vital. It's so vital that so many of us have replaced communication with so many things, and our relationship and our marriages are being affected seriously. Now, from my own perspective, as related to marriage, communication is beyond you talking to your partner or your wife or your spouse. It's beyond that. It's not just talking. It's not just I've put your foot there. It's not just that you may talk and not communicate. Okay, you may actually talk with each other and without communicating. Now, as from tonight, begin to handle the issue of communication with a serious devotion, because it can actually manner or make your relationship, whether you've been married for years or not. Let me tell you one of the things that lack of communication or mismanagement of communication can cause in a home or in a good relationship. Now, you work on assumption. If you work on assumption, you just suddenly assume that this is what she meant with the way she talked. This is what he meant with the way he reacted. Now, when you work on those assumptions, this person has not told you. You just assume this was what he was referring to when he was saying this, or when she was reacting this way. And now you base all your actions on this assumption. It might scatter a whole marriage. It might cause divorce in a whole marriage. Okay, so mismanagement of information is as deadly as that. Okay, so don't you ever assume this is what he's saying without him or her affirming to you that, oh, yeah, with what I said, this is actually what I meant. Ask questions. I encourage all the time, and let me say it this time around. Couples, please communicate with each other. Talk. Create time to talk. There is no marriage anywhere, I stand to be corrected, including the marriages of the most spiritual people in the whole world. There is no marriage that does not have at least one challenge or the other. We have challenges, all of us. So those challenges, I have been able to separate challenges and problems. I see them as two different things. You may have challenges, and those challenges may not be problems. It depends on how you handle them. So if you handle your challenges in a wrong way, it can become a problem. So whatever you know that is coming up as challenges, all you just have to do with your partner is call him or her. Call him and sit down and discuss it. Sweetheart, I see this, your secretary, always calling you in this so hour of the night. What is going on? So don't you ever assume that for the female secretary to be calling your husband late in the night, that there is an affair going on. No, don't you ever assume like that. Even if your husband has fallen into the trap of adultery before and you have caught him red-handed, don't still assume, and he has apologized, you've reconciled. Don't assume that every woman around him, he's sleeping with her, because you will never trust him anymore. And once trust is killed in your relationship, that relationship is just dead. Let's be very realistic. Relationship is all about trust. Imagine, remove trust and kill that relationship. Simple arithmetic. So if there is anything that is not clear to you, call the attention of the other person and talk about it. Is your child facing some challenges in school? Are you getting it? Don't cast the blame on the other partner. Don't cast the blame on the mom. That after all, you're not working, you should pay more attention. Sit together and discuss it. It's the togetherness that can help you to build the relationship and the marriage. Remember, avoid assumption. Assumption is a marriage killer when it comes to the subject of communication in any relationship. Whether you're courting, whether you're married, okay, whether you're about, to start a relationship, communication is very vital. That is assumption. Another thing is the third party information. That is the information you hear from other people. How you manage it matters a lot when it concerns your relationship or your partner. Somebody can come to you, in fact, including a spiritual person. A spiritual person can go ahead to prophesy to you to say your partner is a witch. That is an extreme, right? But just let me use that as an example. Your partner is a witch. Imagine that you just say, okay, this person is a man of God, a woman of God, is a prophet. Oh, for him or her to have said, my wife is a witch, he must be right. If you do that, you'll be termed, as in the book of Proverbs, a fool. Okay? You'll be termed a fool because you don't operate like that, even when it's like a spiritual message. Now, whatever a good prophecy, a good spiritual message is like a caution for you, or it's like a map for you on what you should do specifically. Are you getting it? So if someone gives you a prophecy that is about to scatter your home, that prophecy can never, ever, as stand to be corrected, can never, ever be from God. The Bible says our God is not an author of confusion. So when you receive a message from God and it's about to scatter your home, no, God is not involved. So if you're given the information, it's just for you to work on it. At times, what are revealed, even though if they are your own dreams, your own revelations, you've got to develop yourself and get mature with how you handle dreams and revelations. Because the dream of somebody that is a witch might be the meaning, might be something different from what you are decoding. Okay, so decode well. So if you see something, this is your partner, this is your wife, this is somebody you're going to get married with, you have nothing to hide. If you are a couple and you still hide something from each other, oh man, and I don't know, it's an open door that the enemy might use to enter because you're keeping a secret. Most of the time, why an outsider, try to scatter a relationship or a marriage is just you don't talk. There are things you are hiding. Okay, I know at times some people misbehave outside and it's very tough for them to tell their wife, but make sure sincerely you manage every information so well so that it doesn't cause a problem in your home. So be free to discuss it. So the information you get from the third party, learn how to process it very well, learn how to encode and decode it very well before you let it affect your relationship. Don't just work on everything you hear. At the time let me quickly tell you this. I had a very close friend, very extremely close friend. Okay. And then She was a person I trusted very well when we were friends and other stuff. All of a sudden, she just cut off from me. And I was wondering, we were so close. There was nothing we weren't I was married then, but she was not married. So we were very close friends to the extent that my husband knows almost everything about her. So, and before I continue with that, let me quickly say this, lest I forget. Your best friend, if you are in a good relationship with your spouse, your husband or your wife should know who your best friend is. With those that are your close friends, your spouse should know more about them. Are you getting? Don't hide anything. Don't create a form of suspicion, which is our next point. So my friend just suddenly cut off. She was not forthcoming. I was calling. I had the feeling that something was wrong. I called her, that what's going on? We're not doing the way we do before. I said, yeah, I'm just busy. And I had to respect her opinion. But unfortunately, it was later she confided in another person that called me that I heard Mary said this about me. Oh, to be quite honest with you, I felt so bad. I had to cry. I told my husband I had to cry that, oh, you heard this, that I said this, and you couldn't confirm, you acted on it. And unfortunately, we the last time we were to meet, it was in the hospital. She was extremely ill. I don't know what I felt. I could not, it was, I was almost not forgiving myself that, I couldn't condemn her. I loved her. Everything was doing well. But to the glory of God, I had to I got in touch with the mom to say, this is what is going on. Please send me to talk to her. There's actually nothing. Now, if she doesn't want to be my friend again, there's no problem, okay? But we shouldn't part with conflict. We shouldn't. After all, we're believers, okay? So, and that is that. So imagine that you're working on any information you got somewhere, and this is what you are acting on to react to your spouse. You're going to break your home with your own hands. So be very sensitive. Talk to your spouse about everything. There shouldn't be a secret. Somebody that is relating with you outside, telling you something about your spouse. Okay, don't spend much time with such person. Most especially if the information this person is giving you is negative about your partner. The person will program your mind to develop hatred for your partner. And once that hatred is developed, believe you me, you've gotten the master key to scatter your home or your relationship. Be very sensitive. Yes, another thing that could, affect your communication is, okay, we've talked about assumption. We've talked about the third party. I made mention of this one. If you are following me, can you point it out, please? Can you point it out? I mentioned it that it's going to be our third point. Okay, suspicion. Nobody wrote that. Yeah, suspicion. You're suspicious. Suspicion doesn't just come. Suspicion is like a wall built on a foundation that is already laid. Okay, so your suspicion can be built on what you heard from the other party or what you're just assuming. So don't let suspicion come in. Just communicate. Talk about it. If you can talk about it, you will silence the devil that is about to scatter your home. I must be sincere with you. Please, this is very essential. I'm led to actually talk about it because many homes are beginning to break and scatter because of mismanagement of communication. Manage your communication very well in your home, and you'll be good to go, and the Most High God himself, will help you. Don't expect a perfect spouse. Don't expect a perfect marriage. But your marriage can actually be perfect depending on how you manage the situations and the information you absorb, okay, from the surroundings concerning that your partner. This is very, very important. And I pray God will give you wisdom to handle everything in Jesus' name. Let me quickly add this to it. If your partner has offended you and it's an extreme offense, maybe like cheating on you, maybe like talking to your siblings anyhow, most especially your parents, or doing anything silly, lying and other stuff, I want to plead on behalf of this person that you forgive for your own sake and for the sake of the kids. Even though you are not even married, forgive. All right? When you're married to someone that you've just realized his or her weaknesses, you can't throw this person away. This is your wife already. This is your husband already. So now you give yourself that responsibility. How do I help him or her to get out of this mess? All right. So don't let that, become something that will break your home. I said earlier, and let me repeat it again. I've said in my previous video that a man will receive his honor more in the society when he is able to keep his home. It's the responsibility of the man, and the wife, the support of the wife also. Don't let your home scatter for any reason, no matter the misbehavior of the other person. Talk about it. If you can't handle it together, despite the fact that you have created forum to talk about it, you may want to involve a godly counselor. Don't, before you go ahead to report your spouse to her parents, or report this person to the parents, so that the parents will begin to get involved in your home. By the time they fully get involved, you won't be in charge any longer. Okay, except it has gotten out of hand that you just have to do that. But before you do that, seek for a godly counsel, so that you don't open the door of your home to everybody's opinion. It may not help you. So these are my opinions in our discourse tonight. If you have any question, you can call in. If you have any comment you want to pass, you can quickly pass the comment so that we can react to it. And I hope you were able to gain something very nice tonight. Okay, let me go ahead and see your comments so far. God bless you. Somebody is asking, how, this is Adediran Fisayo. Please, ma, how do we handle silent spouse? My man hides things a lot. All right. That's a very sensitive question. Thank you for asking, Fisayo. And I pray for you that the Lord will help you and give you wisdom, and both of you will be able to manage your home together. And that first love that was from the beginning will increase. So you won't just go back to the first love. It will even increase from the first love to a higher level of love. I pray for you in Jesus' name. Now, if you feel your spouse is hiding so much from you, all right, so I need you to call his attention to it, Yeah, I have a caller. Fisaya, I will go ahead to still answer. Let me quickly answer the caller. Hello? Hello? Yeah, good evening. This is Mary Boye. This is the live broadcast.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
I'm so sorry. I speak only English.
Yeah, I speak only English too.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that clearly. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I saw your program on Facebook. Actually, I've been following you up good.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. Good. Thank you so much for following me. Hello?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. You have a question?
Okay. Yes, I have. Seriously, I've been going through. Like today, I've been watching you. You're talking on relationship, marriage.
Yes.
Good. And now I have that question.
Okay.
The question is, I have friends. Okay, I have been in relationships like 2 or 3, but most of the time the relationship gets broken because I don't want to have sex.
Okay.
So, actually, well, I say I like to remain engaged till I get married because I really like to do that.
Okay.
But in the contrary world now, it's more like it's not appreciated. I'm having a relationship now that is at the verge of loving.
Okay.
But by the grace of God, I am going to do. And most of the time, I would say it gets too hard when we don't get someone to talk to.
All right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, my question is,
okay.
I could have even met the person in church, but the person seems to be born again. I'm walking to church every day. You see the person raising hands, praising God. Why can't you know that this is the reason why this can't work out? In this situation,
okay.
what do you think I can do?
All right. Thank you.
I'm not really younger. I'm always on my late 20s. And some people will say, what is she rushing? So I have a two sister that is married and has 2 kids.
All right. Okay.
What advice would you like to give me on this issue?
All right. Thank you so much for calling. So I'm advised that you drop and you listen on Facebook. Is that okay by you? So you don't have to, burn your credit. Is that okay?
Yeah, there's a problem.
All right. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Then you listen very carefully. Now, the caller is saying she has gotten so many relationships broken because she doesn't want to have sex with these guys. Okay, she's made up her mind. She's giving her life to Christ. She doesn't want sex, and these guys want sex. And once she says no, the relationship goes off. Just like she's in a particular relationship now that is about to also go off simply because she's not giving him sex, despite the fact that the guy is like a church person, working in the church and other stuff. All right, this is my opinion. Despite the fact that someone is from the church doesn't make him a righteous person. Okay, someone can be behind the pulpit and be the most corrupt person in the whole world. So don't get carried away that you pick somebody up from the church. He's a church guy. He's a church girl. He's even a pastor. He's a worker. He's a minister. It doesn't make that person a righteous person. Okay, any other person can do that. Now that this guy is asking for sex, I strictly advise you say no to sex before marriage. There is no two way about it. Even that if it is what the society wants us to do, it doesn't matter that everybody wants it, okay, or everybody does it, doesn't make it right. What is wrong is definitely wrong. So, my sister, listen to me. Keep your pride. Keep that yourself away from that man until it means it's actually sex he wants. I said in the previous video that the moment you begin to have sex with someone you're courting or you're going out with, his level of respect for you diminishes immediately. I stand to be corrected, but that is just the truth. Some of you can bear me witness. The moment he has sex with you, he changes the way he communicates with you. After all, what else do you have that you want to hide that I don't have access to? Are you getting it? So the respect drops. If he's a guy that is actually interested in marriage, he will keep you. He will secure you that, no, I look forward to it on the honeymoon night. Okay, so asking for sex can never sustain a relationship. Never. You will just give it and keep giving it. And once you're addicted to it, you keep doing it. And at the end of the day, if he comes up to say, I'm no longer interested, come on, you have lost. So let him go if he wants to go. And because you are a child of God, please wait upon God. Keep yourself righteous. The Bible says the desire of the righteous shall definitely be granted. You will not be disappointed. When God promises, he fulfills it. So this is, live a righteous life. Don't commit sin to sustain something. It means God is no longer involved. So let him go if he wants to go. And please lift up your head in pride and to the glory of God, and maintain keep yourself. When the right man comes, he's going to appreciate you, and it shall be well with you. I hope that helps. God bless you for calling. Thank you so much. All right. So that was that. Okay, so if we have a contribution to that, why not? Okay, I was attending to Fisaya's question. Fisaya says, please, how do I handle silent spouse? So I was talking about when your spouse is silent. Now, understand the fact that both of you are coming from two different backgrounds. He might be an introvert while you are an extrovert. I know that he has to grow. He has to grow. Both of you will have to grow together to understand each other. Sincerely, my husband is more of an introvert person. I'm more of an extrovert person. But we can still be able to manage it together to make sure we flow together. Once we are together, he automatically becomes an extrovert. Okay, it comes up to meet me on my extrovert level, and we begin to talk. At times we won't talk and over talk stuff. Are you getting it? That's how it can be. So both of you, we have to manage it together. Even though if he doesn't want to listen to you, please don't give up on him. Pray for him and keep pushing to encourage him to speak out. Let him trust you. When someone doesn't want to talk to you, probably he has not trusted you with information. As there some things he has told you in the past that you disclose to someone else, how do you manage the information he gives you? Assure him he can trust you. Be concerned about what he's concerned about. At times, not because a man wants to keep secrets, wants to keep something from you or wants to keep secret from their partner. Just that some of them will think that, she will feel bad if I tell her this, and I don't want her to feel bad. And that is part of what we have talked about in the communication, that don't assume she will feel bad. Don't assume he is going to feel bad. Just talk about it. By the time you rub minds together, both of you, see, when two good heads Not, I don't believe in two heads are better than one. Let the two heads be good. When two heads with mutual understanding and maturity, when they come together, there will be a faster solution, okay, than when only one person is doing the reasoning and the thinking. So if you are the man and you are the type that is your nature, you don't talk much. If your wife talks, please, you have to learn to talk. Lest she misinterprets you, and there's going to be, beginning to be division and, distraction and so many absorption, so many anxiety, and it can affect the relationship. Please, if you care, and I want you to care, for the sake of your marriage, of your health, of everything, of God, let things be put in order. Communicate. You need to communicate. So, my sister, don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, probably that is how he has been. Okay, and if you notice that your spouse is extremely a liar, so some people say their spouse, they lie a lot. Yeah, there are people like that. If they say white, you've got to look very well to make sure that what you're referring to is white. You can still manage it. There's nowhere you're going to go. If this person is a liar, he has been a liar. So it's not that he just became a liar. Probably you have just discovered it. You can help him out. You've got to discuss it. Sweetheart, this is not helping. For you to have, discovered that this is a lie, it means you have confirmed the truth and you have weighed it with what he said, and you have discovered that this is lie. So immediately you get access to the truth, bring it to him or her. Sweetheart, and present it in such a way with the mind of love to change the person positively. And I'm very sure things will work out. It's a gradual process. Don't give up on your spouse, no matter the bad side of him or her. Okay? And I pray it shall be well. Fisai, I hope that will help with the way I answered. If there are other things you want me to still talk about, you can inbox or you can call and we can talk about it. God bless you. So let me see if any other person is asking any question. Oh, this person is saying assumption, suspicion, listening to third party and listening to false messages from Wally. Okay, spouse, introduce your program to me. Okay, my spouse introduced. Oh, that's great. Okereke James Iwachiku. My spouse introduced your program to me. I'm enjoying it more. Wow. I'm grateful. That's nice. Lovely. I'm happy to hear that. Iwachiku, I'm happy. All right. I'm trying to check if there are other questions put here so we can attend to them before we go tonight. All right. Somebody says, how can you talk or communicate when your spouse doesn't want to? Oh, it's the same thing that Fisaya said. Okay, he doesn't want to talk, but don't just give up. Don't give up on him. Don't give up on her. Okay. Now, if this person was not like this before you got married, something must have happened that made him to withdraw to himself or to herself. You have to retrace what happened. Humble yourself. Mostly you women, when you are trying to influence your husband, see, the power of influence was given to us by God when he was creating us. I can't explain it. It's like a mystery. That is why you see a mother fighting that. See, the wife is just commanding him. It's not like that. It's just the power of a woman, and we shouldn't use it negatively. Okay, what some people, when they want to get a yes from a man, they go through their wife. Not because they are dummy. That's just how it has been. I don't know why it's like that. A woman is powerful. The influence of a woman is very high. All right. That is why I strongly believe that, if you want to give attention to someone, give attention to your wife. Are you getting it? They are also more sensitive. Women are also more sensitive. I know some of them can also be extremely foolish at times. Okay. But don't ignore the suggestion of your wife. Okay, so please, it's the same thing the other person. Encourage him. Okay, when you humble yourself before your husband, most of the time he's gonna listen to you. Don't try to prove you're right. Even in an argument, why not? You can argue, but just argue with wisdom. Okay, let somebody be quiet for the other person. Alternate it. Not that both of you are shouting. That is a fight already. Okay. You will be surprised to know that in my life, within the years I've married, me and my husband, we had never argued aloud. We had never fought like that fight. No, I may say, please, don't talk to me tonight. Please, don't touch me. But with me saying don't touch me, he will react directly opposite to what I'm saying. He might call me names as in my pet names. He calls me a lot of pet names a lot. So he might call me mother of my kids, just to calm me down. And of course, at the end of the day, he will win my heart. Okay, so learn to do that. There is something your husband wants extremely from you. At times, you may make up your mind that you can't call me a fool. You can't tell me a fool. After all, I'm not going to do that. Please, somebody has to calm down for the other person at times. Are you getting it? It's a necessity. Okay, both of you should not be up there. I will agree, this and this. No, you cause confusion. So, as a woman, please look at what he wants and give it to him. Don't deprive him sex. You're going to get his attention. Are you getting? Don't deprive him sex anytime he asks. I'm trying to give you the magic steps you can take to totally win your husband in case your husband is withdrawing from you. It shouldn't be an abnormal thing. You are his wife. Are you getting it? If you know he has lost the trust for you, try your best to win it back. Trace what happened that made him to do that. At times go on your nail. Hold him so that I'm sorry. It can't be as crazy as not giving you attention. Touch his heart. There is a soft part of every man. Every wife should have access to that button. There's one soft button every man has. No matter how strong you think he is, no matter how my husband is, no, he's so tough. No, every man has. I don't know if I have a witness in the house. Every man has a soft button. The soft button, every wife should know it. Press it. It might be for you to break your rules. Once you do not sin against God, press the button. Your husband is going to respond to you. I pray it shall be well with you. Let me answer this caller. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm very fine, thank you. My name is Mary. This is a live broadcast, so every other person can hear you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, let's go ahead to ask your question, please.
My question is, I'm happy to talk, but the network was very bad, so I couldn't hear you very well.
Okay.
My question goes like, my spouse is not a type that talk.
Okay.
He's a very silent person.
Okay.
So I've tried on my best to talk to him about things, but still,
It's not
that's
talking.
his nature. In fact, I noticed he doesn't even talk to his mom.
Okay.
So, what advice can you give me?
All right. Exactly. That was exactly part of what I was talking before you called. All right. So, do you want to call the line to listen so I can continue? Oh, the network is bad. No wonder people are not getting through. So sorry. Okay, no problem. You can hold on. Is that Fisayo?
Yes.
All right. Okay. It's the same Fisayo that asked the question that the husband. Now, you've been able to give us the information that is just his character. He doesn't talk. It's not that he talks to other people and he doesn't talk to his wife. And I just said something before you called. I said your husband has a soft button. Every man has it. Every husband has it. You must be able to carefully study him to know his soft button. When I say soft button, I mean what you do that will make him wanted to tell you everything. Are you getting it? So be sensitive enough, understudy him very carefully. He does have it. And immediately you detect that, please, he needs to, it's his nature. He has grown up to become an adult like that. So you're not going to change him overnight. You have to do it gradually. Don't force him. Okay. It's going to be a gradual process. He's already an adult. He's a man. He's a father already. So make it a gradual process. So don't try to pressurize him. I'm very sure that he's going to change positively. And I said earlier, whatever he asks you and he wants you to give him, okay, for example, anytime he asks you for sex, even when it's not convenient for you, please give it to him. It's a way to make him trust you totally. Are you getting it? Yeah, so you give it to him, take note of other things. When he comes back from work, be involved with what he's involved in. How was work today, sweetheart? Okay. How about the matter you were talking about? I heard over the phone, this, and be involved, be concerned. He will change, I assure you. I'm speaking from experience. So don't give up on him, and above all, pray for him, and everything will be fine. But trust him also, and let him trust you. Are you getting it, Fisaya?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope that helps, okay? You can always still get in touch, okay? As the situation develops, okay? Everything's going to be fine. God bless you, Fisaya. Thank you for calling. And do have a sweet night tonight. All right, so the matter is addressed just like that. So locate the soft button of your own husband or of your own wife and press it. Anytime things are getting tough, press it. I said it might be for you to break your personal, principles. Once it doesn't disobey God, once you're not forced to sin against God, okay? Give your stand out just for peace to reign, and everything will be fine. It's your responsibility for your spouse to be better than the way he was before you got married, okay? So work towards that, and I pray God will give you wisdom in the mighty name of Jesus. So let me go ahead and see if there are other questions. I really don't want to keep you so late tonight, so that you can have enough rest before you go back to work tonight. If you still want to call, the numbers, okay, I think I should pin up the number up here. All right, these are the numbers. If you need to call tonight, 080922222164 and 080922222165. All right. So if, just like Fisaya said, that the network, has been bad, I'm very sure I'm going to see my service provider to talk to them, so to know what actually is going on. All right. I have a question on behalf of a friend. How can a brother handle a situation whereby he's living in the same flat with his fiancée? The sister is from another state, but because of job, she relocated to where the brother is staying together with the brother and sister, though, and the junior brother and sister along with